Greetings everyone, Martin 4. This week we're bringing you the November Alpha Outpost box. Hope everybody's excited. It's a little late. This is the first part of December, but we're going to crack this thing open. We're going to see what they sent us. Stick with us, guys. Alright guys, so this month, the November month, which is kind of fitting, is called the Feast. The Feast being it was Thanksgiving, I guess they wanted to give us something special. Got their list of items they sent us, which looks pretty cool. I started doing this video a little while ago, and I can honestly say I got kind of bent out of shape, and I lost track, and then I got interrupted and I had to stop, so I'm having to go back and start over. So I have peeked at some of this, and I will tell you, I was really shocked. They sent us this little comic book, like they always do, kind of telling you things to do. And I think they kind of, I wouldn't have done this because they kind of messed up. I wouldn't tell people about trying mushrooms. In here they tell you about how signs of toxic or poisonous mushrooms and plants. And I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't tell people how if they taste soapy or bitter, that they might be, might not be good. Discolored or milky sap, almond scent, thorns and spines of hair. There's a lot to mushrooms. If you're new to mushrooms, don't eat wild mushrooms. Don't eat them. Take a class. There's some online groups that can really help you with it. Get a book about the mushrooms in your area. I have a couple different ones that really come in handy. There's a couple of good field books. One's right there, the National Audubon Society for Field Guide for Northern American Mushrooms. Great book. Great book. Can help you with a lot. And I still, if I don't know it, I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to try it. There's certain little tests you can do, but mushrooms are not something to mess with if you don't know mushrooms. Mushrooms can be dangerous. Mushrooms can really mess you up. They can make you really, really sick, and in some cases they can kill you. They're not something to mess with. They got some cool recipes in here. So their little feast handout, it's not bad. It's pretty cool. It's got some cool stuff in it. The next thing they sent us was a Primus Classic Trail Stove. Nice. Very, very nice. Very cool. These are good little stoves, guys. They screw on to the top of a little canister, little Coleman fuel or MSR fuel or any of those. Works really well. Easy to control. Very easy to control. I've had one of these for years. These are really nice, guys. These are really nice. And they have it down as a $22 value. Yes, I bet you can probably find it for a little cheaper, but I think they overvalue things. This one right here, I think $20, they have $22. I think that's a home run. This right here is a great thing to have in this box. This I was not expecting. Good job, guys. Good job, Alpha Outpost. Very cool. This will find a home in one of my kits and will become very useful. Next off, they sent us the Feast knife. This is the part that kind of confuses me. There are 3 knives in here, and I only have 2 knives on my list. One says knife, or actually I have 3 knife sets. One says one says utensil, one says feast knife, and one says chop knife. Well, this says feast knife. So I'm assuming this being the nicer one, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because I hope they don't price any of these other ones at $38. This one right here, I personally don't think this one's even worth $38. It's a very nice knife. I will show you a close-up picture of it right here. Not a bad knife. Very nice knife, guys. But I don't know. It's not great. It's not a great knife, but it's a nice knife. It's a, I wouldn't have given it, I wouldn't pay more than $20 for this knife, but it's a nice knife. This, I would have rather had a $20, $15 Mora than that. This is just a normal Mora like that, brand new. I keep them around. I've given them as gifts, and I like having them just because in case something goes wrong with one of mine, I like knowing I have a new one. I've got quite a few. I have them in almost every one of my bug out bags. This right here, not great, but still okay. They did give us a kick in the teeth, freaking awesome promo code. This is from Primus. If you guys are looking at buying anything from Primus, Primus has some great stuff. My other Primus stove, I have a Primus white gas stove that I've had since the early 90s. It is an awesome stove. I still use it. Yes, it leaks fluid, so I don't use it a lot. But if I took it apart and redid the seals and stuff like that and redid it, I could probably get it to stop. But it comes in handy. It's very useful. It's a great stove. But this right here is a 30% off at Primus, at primus.us. Alpha Outpost 30. Put that across here. Alpha Outpost 30. But the best part, this thing doesn't expire till May of next year. May of 2017. So if you're watching this and it's January or February, this promo code is still good. Promo code, it says expires 5/31 of 17. That's awesome. That's a heck of a promo code. They did send us some patches. Last month, if you remember, if you saw the Predator patch, the Predator box that I did a giveaway, I guess I should have said something about that. Before I forget, I'm sorry. Thank you to Alpha Outpost. They gave us a box last month. They sponsored our Predator box giveaway. They gave us an extra box to give away. Thank you, Alpha Outpost. You guys are awesome. We gave it away to one of our viewers, and right now it's the first part of December when we're doing this video, and I don't know if he's gotten it yet because I mailed it to him, but I was late. I changed my job, and it's been really hard for me to get to a post office just because of where I'm at. I leave for work I leave the house at 5 in the morning, and I don't get home till about 6 o'clock in the evening because I'm driving about an hour and a half to work every day. But it's only for a month or so. So they sent us feast patches. It says we're only supposed to have one, but I got 2 of these. These are pretty cool. I don't know what I'd put them on. I might put them on a feed bag if I had a bag that I keep cooking and stuff in. But a Predator patch, I will put on my other one, one of my bags. I'll probably put it on my Alpha Outpost EDC bag. That was pretty cool. So good job on the patches, guys. Thank you. Next, they sent us a cedar plank. I was questioning whether it was a cedar plank. I thought maybe it was something else, but if you look at the grain, it looks like cedar. And when you wet it, it smells like cedar. So it's a cedar plank. It's just kind of thin. If you know anything about cedar planks, there are very few things. I wouldn't use this as a cutting board. It says cutting board and cedar plank cooking tray for cooking. I would never use my cedar planks for anything but cedar for cooking on. You take one of these, and I have a little mesh bag, and I have a place where I could put a couple rocks in it because it's a little bigger. And then I put my planks in it, and I can put it in the water, and they don't go anywhere. And you soak them in water, and what you do is you take, this is kind of small, but you got a big enough box, you could have made it a little bigger. You take it, like my favorite thing to do is put trout on this. They got something in here that would go great with it. You put the trout against here, and you put it on the inside of your fire, like up against a stone, and you let the heat radiate off of it. And you can do it a couple different ways to cook it, but man, it's just, there's very few things that are better than fresh fish off of a cedar plank, guys. I will say that. I've had it many a times, and it is divine. Next, they sent us some Cajun seasoning. This right here is good stuff. We keep this in our chuck box. for when we camp. This is good. This is good seasoning. It's an all-purpose seasoning. You can put it on eggs. You can put it on all kinds of stuff, guys. I use it in all kinds of stuff. Put it down for $3.50. Good call. The cedar plank, they said, was $6. Probably a coin toss. This is where they threw me off, though. They sent us, it says cooking utensil. So I'm assuming it's this guy. It's a Scout-style cooking set. Like they give us, like we give Boy Scouts. It's a knife, a fork, and a spoon. Kind of cheesy. They are cheesy. Even the really good ones are cheesy. So they've got one of these down. They've got the cooking utensil down for $13. I don't even know if the ones that we saw at the Boy Scout store are $13. So this is in here, and this isn't on our list. It's a 14-in-1, like Swiss Army style knife. Not bad. A little stainless steel knife, multi-function. It's got a little nylon sheath, so you could easily throw it in your glove box. It'd come in handy, have a purpose. Do that. Then they sent us some Esbit fuel cubes. They sent us 3 of these, which kind of threw me off. I don't really understand that, but it says backup fire source. So these come in handy no matter what. We gave away a cooking kit that they go to a couple months ago. Go back and check that out. And then they threw in 2 shish kebab skewers. Not really sure about that, but they have them down where you get 2 for $4. I don't know where they're buying their shish kebab skewers, because the dollar store, they're thicker than this, and you probably get about 6 for $1. And they're probably thicker than this. But these do look like they're stainless steel. They're not great, but these are very multi-purpose. If you've ever used, like, what I like to use them for is if I'm using my stove and I'm using like a little wood burner stove, is you put these in on the sides, and you use them to stake down your stove for when you're putting a pan on it. It helps it keep from getting tippy. Comes in handy. They come in very handy, and then of course you've got them where if you have something like an Esbit stove, you can put them across the little grate, and make it bigger for a pot to sit on, a pan or whatever. Comes in handy. They have a lot of purpose in the world of survival, and a lot in the world of camping. But they threw those in. They're in the box too. Like I said, with what they sent us, this is the part that bothered me. I can't unopen it, but they sent us a chop knife. This is like a little dollar store wackadoo hatchet cleaver or cheese knife. I don't know what this is. I don't know why you put this in here. I get it. They got away from giving us all these little Chinese, dollar store stuff. I thought they did. And maybe they just had them left over. I would have rather you put this on the list and you thrown this in. I would rather you put the 14-in-1 stainless steel multi-tool in there and listed it for the $5 and gave us this free, because this I don't have a purpose for. It's like a cheese knife is about it. I don't see you using this for any type of chop anything kind of thing. It is nice. It does have a high enough cut where you could cut with it, but not much. I mean, this thing's just not very well built. It's really flimsy. I'd probably break it if I tried to twist on it hard enough. That part was kind of disappointing, but other than that, guys, it's another great box from Alpha Outpost. Yes, it has its negatives, but it has its positives. $40 investment, you got your money back. They sent us a lot of stuff that's really that was good. They sent us a few things that really shocked me. Really like the stove. The stove is great. And love the seasoning. Like the cedar plank. Has its comes in very handy. And then we got our knives. We got this knife, and this knife, and this little kit. These are all great. This right here, with your day pack, with your little EDC bag that they gave us a couple months ago, plus the hammock and all that, plus the whoopee that they gave us the month before that. You put this stuff, put that stove with this stuff. The only thing we're missing now is a camp, like a cook kit. Something like this little stainless steel pot would be perfect. Maybe next month. Let's see. See if that's where they go, because they're rounding out your EDC. They're helping people build a great everyday carry, a bug out survival kit. There's some cool stuff that they've sent us. Sometimes they lose their focus, which I don't get, but other times they do great, guys. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. They're really doing good. I'm hoping December is going to be a rock star. December is going to be a good month, I think, for them. They're really going to try and finish out the year strong. I look forward to it. I hope you guys do too. Go back and check out the other months, the other Alpha Outposts, and see what I was talking about what they've sent us in the past. And check them out, guys. You won't regret it. The company has gone through a lot of changes, and they're getting a lot better. This one they kind of staggered on, but the last two have been really good. The last 2 months have been good boxes. But this one, it was still good. It was still good stuff. They still sent us some good stuff. But we'll pray for the best for the next month. And we'll see what they send us. Hope everybody has a great week. Have a great week. Prepare for the weekend. Pray for your friends. Pray for your family. It's December. Christmas is coming. And I want people to really appreciate what we have. I know Thanksgiving was just here. Be thankful. Be thankful for your family. And if your family is nice and healthy, be thankful for that. It won't last. It happens. This time last year, my wife was really, really sick. My wife got really, really sick and she lost probably close to 75 pounds in a couple months. Was really sick, was in the hospital for a few weeks at the end before they finally got it figured out. And it was an infection that she got from being in the river. It happens. We're not going to not go to the river, but she got really, really sick from it, and they managed to figure it out, and she got better, but she lost a lot of weight. She has managed to get herself in better shape, and she stayed really healthy. Little Red's little again, and she's staying that way. She doesn't want to get back to where she was, and she's doing really good. And we're blessed that she's with us. We were really worried. We were really scared we were going to lose her. It was touch and go. I mean, it really was. And I don't mean to be the Debbie Downer here, but I'm thankful my wife's still here. I love that lady. She means the world to me. She is the reason I am who I am. God's given me a great gift. He gave me her. She helped me straighten my life out. I mean, I was straightening my life out when I moved back to Georgia, and I straightened my life out on doing it on my own, but he gave me her to help. She is my companion. She is my soulmate. We met in high school. Loved her then. Love her now. We've been married over 18 years, and it's awesome, guys. We have 2 wonderful kids. She's a wonderful wife, wonderful mom, and an amazing friend. I hope everybody has a great week. Get out there, enjoy yourself, enjoy nature, be prepared, stay safe. God bless, guys. We'll see you soon.